Oh, it reconnected like immediately. Hello, welcome back. I was ready to start screaming. Please has something to say. Please. Okay, awesome. This is proof that Ron Delight was here at the crime scene when the murder happened. I'm turning on my fan. I'm starting to die. Wow, that's crazy. You move. I have cookies that I'm eating after this stream. If you can hear my fan, I'm mildly sorry. This is proof that Ron Delight was here at the crime scene when the murder happened. His wallet and this keycard, huh? Huh. I think we need to ask Mr. Delight some more about those two things. Did I show you this? About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullitt have been blackmailing Ron Delight anyway? Well, Mr. Delight used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit? Nick, that's it! Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed. Oh, we're gonna have an ad in like 40-ish seconds. So I'm gonna just quickly finish this and then be right back. Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now. Oh, alright. Stream restarted again? What, just now? Because I know we... Why is it... What? Why did it restart? OBS disconnected earlier, but it shouldn't have restarted again. Why did it restart again? That's so weird. I guess we're having an ad. Be right back. Hello. Sorry, I was trying to figure something out in the background. But we are back. I'm just gonna have to put all the streams into a highlight, which is fine. So yeah. Anyway, let's continue. I also need to remember to highlight the like old streams before they disappear. What was I doing? Right, I've already spoken to you. I guess you're prompting me to get the hell out. Thank you. I don't know why it keeps restarting. This has never happened before. I don't really understand it, but I blame the update. Yeah. I was supposed to refresh, like restart my PC as well, so it might have to do with that. So yeah, if it does it again, then I'll just restart my PC and come back and see if that fixes the problem. I'm so confused. Wait, I don't really have a lot of... I don't have a lot of anything, really. What about this person? Sorry, pal. To be honest, my head is so full, it feels like it's gonna burst. Note to self, keep hair away from Gumshoe's head. That's funny. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Shane Bullbard. Oh my goodness. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bullbard, pal. Blue Bard, even. Oh, yeah. The victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, so that's my problems. I think I just need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Ooh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Master the Mask. What? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Wait. Is that not a KB security uniform? Because that's like the first heist, right? Maybe, who knows? Hello, Velvet. I'm already sat up straight. You just wasted your money. Ow. Okay. I'll hydrate. I kind of feel sorry for him. He's kind of a sad young guy. Yeah, and he seems to have a habit of always getting arrested prematurely. Well, it's just my personal opinion, but I think the police should have investigated the whole thing more carefully. But weren't you the one that arrested him with a giant goofy smile on your face? Come on, we don't have time to start with that. Let's just leave it alone. My fan fell. It's too cold anyway. It's making me cold. I don't like it. I always knew there was something suspicious about this guy. And I was right. It turned out that the mask was really that ace detective in disguise. I mean this with like no offense. But how does he get his nose in there? Because like looking at it from the side, it doesn't really like stick out much. If at all. And the guy has a pretty big nose, you know what I mean? Did no one ever consider that? Is that rude to say? I hope not. But I feel like that should have been taken into consideration. Like how does it fit? His nose kind of gets squished in there. He has a lot of nose though. Pressed against his forehead. I mean, if he's able to do it, then I guess. He really thought that? Huh? Of course! It's the stone cold truth. Sooner or later, a guy like that always shows his true colors. Yeah, well, I think we saw a little bit too much of his colors today. Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. I don't know what I'm doing. Anything about him? Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at. Hey Nick, I told you, I'm a pro. Oh, never mind. We've already done that before. Fuck, I can't do anything with you. Maybe his wife? Excuse me, but would you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't the faintest idea. I guess I just don't get out enough. He's so nice. That's Ronnie's wallet. It was found at KB Security on the night of the murder. Ronnie and I went out for dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then. So it's true then, he must have dropped it at the crime scene. Ah, I know what that is. That's one of those key cards from Ronnie's company. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've seen one. That's probably because Ron doesn't work there anymore. You won't know anything about that. So what am I talking about? What am I doing? Oh, I know him. That's Ronnie's boss, the CEO guy. Well, now that he's an ex-boss. Now he's an ex-boss. Someone killed him last night. Naturally, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell you. Oh, really? You bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of the security teams. But that was just so he could work him like a slave. Did Mr. Delight ever have a problem with Mr. Bullet himself? Even if he did, you think she'd ever tell you about it? Well, Ronnie isn't the type to complain about that kind of thing. I tried to get him to talk to me about work, but he never would. So this is Master the Masker. I wonder what kind of a house he lives in. Who knows, maybe it's exactly like this house. You're so funny sometimes, Nicky boy. But if I was a famous thief, I'd live in a great big gorgeous mansion. I'll be sure to tell that to your husband. Damn, she really just doesn't believe that he would do that. I guess it's like partly out of like, I feel like it's partly because she feels like he's not that type of person, but then it also sounds like she just thinks he's not capable of doing it at all. It's not a case of, oh, he would never steal those types of diamonds because he's too nice. It's he's way too weak for that shit. Like, what? Like, hello? There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here. What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Oh, I've already read this. Wait, but if he was fired, then how was he able to pay for your dinner? Because on the, well, technically night / murder / morning, night / going into morning of the murder, you guys had already had dinner and you went out for dinner, and knowing how you like your fancy shit, you probably went to a expensive restaurant. So how was he able to pay for that if he got fired ages ago? I'm confused. I think it only makes sense that he is Master the Mask then. And he has been telling the truth the entire time. Has to be. Unless he's like a fucking stripper or something in his pastime. So, what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Mr. Light? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center too. Okay. You must be relieved we got that sacred urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Don't at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got says Amy, like it always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. And it also has a shit ton of cracks in it, but that's not okay. Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Army's name into I Am. That repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that the urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Crane Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Crane Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Crane Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious, otherwise real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothering you? Oh, that murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Karain technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. It sounds like being Master of Karain is going to be a real heavy responsibility. Okay, now that we've read that, will anything happen? I'm going to kill myself. Actually, move. How's Charlie? Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. No matter how busy I get, I never forget to water this little fella. Oh yeah, we've read that before. I guess every case it changes. Guys, I might have to Google. Because we should be in the trial right now. I feel like we should be in trial right now. Bye now. Let's save and do that. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today is obviously not the same urn as before. But, well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? I don't fucking know like this. Well, Miss Andrews? See, look, it was a fake after all. Huh? I mean, your evidence is fake too, as I expected. Oops, I guess this isn't going to help me much. Okay. Have I convinced you, or do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at trial was genuine? I guess I don't? Oh my goodness, I have to Google this. I actually have no fucking clue. Um... You're gonna have to just listen to this while I... Okay, now you sound a bit funky. I'm gonna pause you. So... we're on... that? Um, uh, 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 um. Oh, okay. That's so dumb. I hate this damn fucking game. I hate this game. I hate this game so bad. This game is so stupid. This game is dumb. This game is dumb. It's a dumb looking game. It's not even a dumb looking game, but it's a dumb game and it makes me angry. The answer was so obvious, but it was worded in such a way that I didn't think anything of it. Oh my. I hate you. Larry, I hate you. Anyway, I don't hate Larry. Not the crime. Of course I was. Blah blah blah. He was not manifestation when the murder happened is apparently the wallet. This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar, you hadn't delivered this wallet to Mr. Light just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I forgot he even said that, dude. Oh my goodness, I forgot he even said that. 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the... Oh my goodness, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. So are you telling me that if Larry was just sitting at his desk like he was supposed to, he probably would have seen who murdered the guy? That's crazy. Ah! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m, then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Do we? I'm looking at the walkthrough. Oh. Why is it that? Oh. Kiki, maybe you should read the things that you're submitting. Larry, when you use this key card, doesn't it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record just to anyone, you know. That key card data was already made public in the trial yesterday. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m, the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Ooh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. I need to sneeze. Oh no! That's the voice he just did, 100%. Yippee! My health is back. Oh, I knew it! It's all my fault! It's my fault that the boss was killed! My fault! Larry, there was nothing I could do! I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? My new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally, I'm the one that's doing the punching. Is that right, Maya? Yeah? So, is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Okay, I'll let you off. It's not really your fault. I mean, that's not really your fault, is it? Your ex-girlfriend kind of fucked you over. That's crazy. How could I ever make it up for it, Nick? What could I do? What? He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything. Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry... Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? Oh, she's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick! Yeah, we will take advantage of your really vulnerable moment to get information. The buzzer in the CEO office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, fuck off. Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll... Okay, just like the professional god I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Thanks. I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. My throat is dying. Juicy. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it'd be a good idea to adopt a wait and see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. As if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry can make a mistake like that. Ah! What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake! Huh? But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once in the morning at around 1 a.m. Ooh, yikes. 1 a.m.? Hi, Matt. Welcome in. That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. Ooh, that's crazy. Ooh, Larry, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. Okay. So I'm looking at a walkthrough because I actually just don't know what I'm supposed to do. I need to go... Okay. Larry losing his job speedrun any... It's so true. Also, you guys, this is weird because OBS says I've been live for 1 hour and 50 minutes, but on Twitch, it shows that it has broken up into segments, and that is so weird to me. So I think this is a Twitch and OBS deal. They're working together against me. That's fucking crazy. I also hope for all of our sakes I have not played Ace Attorney before June and didn't highlight it. I hope I highlighted everything up until June, gameplay wise, because then we might have shit missing. That's gonna be crazy. We don't want to go here. We want to go... I don't want to go there either. I don't want to go any of these places. Finally! Yay! 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 Hi, Ron. Ah, Mr. Wright. Hey, Mr. Delight. Did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but... Oh, please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see, on the same night of the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB security to hand over some money, and then that's where the CEO Kane Bullard was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? But the only question is, where were you that night? Wait, did the blackmail letter say his name though? Did it say his name though? Let me double check it. It doesn't say Ron's name. So... this whole time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Ron's eyes are actually really pretty. I really like how his face looks in this game. He has a pretty face. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Master the Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? His silly little hairstyle and everything. I think him and Teto would be good friends. Look, everyone! Unable to find a word yet. Worthy of my genius. I was first to create one myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one that stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Mask Star the Mask in this photo, it's gonna be Detective Atme. I mean, Ron didn't confirm nor deny, like, hello, are you gonna say anything? So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor, you went to KB security, right? Yes, I went to KB security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone. And suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. Damn! The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. Ron, why would you do that? I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building, so I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Ron, you're a crafty little fella. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please! Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. He's literally just a little guy he do no wrong, that's what I'm saying. Oh, thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that can bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So you became Master the Mask for Desiree, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Whew. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master the Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right, I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master the Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo, is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pulse could see through that enough heartbeat. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the Master disguise. That's interesting. Wait, okay, so he found your debut outfit in the plastic bin. So if you didn't kill him, but he was at then he had your costume. He's had your costume since your debut, basically. Yes, and I heard that, that he brought it home with him. Okay. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Plural? Plural? Blackmail letters? What are you talking about? Hurry, tell me what you mean. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. They just let bro take evidence home. That's what I guess because he's a quote-unquote ace detective. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tears of Imanon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity? Just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second, what do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. So no one said anything about me being worried, you know. Wait. So they told you to give them the gem, you gave it up, and you got 10K? But I thought the diamond was worth 100,000. Hold on. Yeah, that's 100,000. So they went off with 90k and you only got 10. What? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. But plans? Bro, I'm saying, what, people were helping you? Well, he's just grateful he didn't get outed, I guess. He does not complain about much, and I love that for him. What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown, or painting, or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. Sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. You know what? Can't blame him. Can't blame him. If I was in his position, I've always wanted to be a thief, but I don't really fully know how to be one. And I just happen to, like, you know, successfully do the first one and someone's giving me plans. I'd be like, oh my god, thanks, twin. Thanks, girlie. So Rhonda Light was Master of the Mask after all. But someone else is behind the thieves. Someone who planned it all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Did you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, the truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Ah, Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. I can't even if I wanted to. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? Huh, I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Wait, pause. So you are Master of the Mask, and that is you in the security photo. That is him. Which means that I think Luke's the one who did it. Plus the silhouette that hit him kind of looked like Luke, so... Picnic manga! Oh, wrong voice, sorry. Oh, did you like that voice I was doing? I'm practicing being a voice actor. Hey, Pearly! I'm back. Hey, Pearl, so what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Grave Village to have it examined. And what did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it was the real urn. Someone fixed it then. Someone fucking fixed your urn. They fixed it? What? Phew. That's a relief. I was really worried. But, sorry, oopsies. Why'd you turn to look at me like that? Who fixed the urn? I think it's Andrews, because she's being fucking weird about it. All I did was hide the body. Ronnie, baby, you still catch a charge for that. Luckily, well, hopefully it's not a long charge. It's not a long sentence for doing that. Just give him, like, a couple months. There's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said it's paint and that they were put on the urn recently. I don't know what happened to her voice, but this is what's happening. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? Phoenix, you wouldn't fucking get it. Shut up. What's the big deal? We're gonna find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick. Yeah, Mr. Nick. We're gonna find out how they got there. Before I go to the pub. Okay. We'll find out how they got there. But please don't forget about me. I'm looking at the walkthrough because my brain hurts. Okay. I should be fine from here without the walkthrough. But I think because we're so close to finishing this case. Wait. So after the investigation we have the trial, and then we have part 2 of the trial. I think, because I also feel very tired and I want to do my own thing, we might finish. Also, OBS has been a bitch, so I think we will finish when we get to the trial. I think we might. I kind of want to see Godo, so who knows. Kiki, why are you telling us this? I like to tell you guys my thoughts. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Oh, hello there. Haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. You want to look around? Hold on. No! I got scared for a second there. Hold on. Okay, awesome. I only need to examine 2 things. I said I was gonna stop looking at it, but I can't do this. This box, there's something about it that's been bothering me. That's the box that the secret urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn. I think I know how the paint got on it now. Alright, let's investigate it again, Nick. It looks to me as if it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Ah! That's the box the sacred urn was in. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Wow, you're right! Look, it matches! What is it, Mr. Nick? This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're just that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. I don't know what happened to my voice, but the statue wasn't where it is now that when we first came here, right? Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it? Well, if someone moved it, it was probably Master the Mask. Maybe he didn't like being watched by Mystic Army while he stole the urn. Hey, cut it out. You're giving me the creeps with that kind of talk. Okay, so before we interrogate her, I'm gonna go quickly pee. So be right back and get hit with a 3-minute ad. Hello. Just taking a quick swig of my drink. I also have snacks. Okay, it's time. I hope you didn't get any weird ads. If you did, tell me. It gives me great joy to hear of your unfortunate ads. I just said hello out loud like you could hear me. I could hear you. I could hear you. I heard you say hello very, very clearly, actually. Hello. Hi. Anyway, it's time to mega hammer this woman. Oh wow, mildly threatening. Okay, you suck. Yes, it's this. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Owls went back to Korean village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. Oh wait, did I read the last thing wrong? Oopsies. What she discovered was that... Oh, never mind. What she discovered was that the vase was broken. Again. She didn't say that, did she? Did you say again? Yeah, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Would it be that? I'm so awesome. This poster, it was made recently, right? A poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit! At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Army. Or Ami. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth. Wait. Or, even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. It looks like I still haven't broken the entire site clock. Do you have any proof that urn broken here was at Lordly Taylor? This? Well, Miss Andrews, what is this supposed to mean? There is pink paint all over this urn. And there's pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken there. You can't weasel your way out of this one, Miss Andrews. But... Uh-oh, she's trying to make her escape. But you can get pink paint anywhere. Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure. Well, there is in my room. Liar. Anyway, the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor, there's no proof that it's the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. This box, the urn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. Ah, oopsies. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right there. And that is where the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. I know, it's so awesome, isn't it? I have a pretty cool name. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box when I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. I had a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. That is some fucking cartoony Looney Tune shit that just happened to you. That is such a Looney Tune thing that happened to you. Oh no. Oh. Random, like, motorcycle. I don't even know if that was picked up. I was in shock. I let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Damn. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Crane Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Army. I didn't know it was how it was originally written. Any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Army. Any sane person? Really? Pearl, it's okay, you can't read. It's okay, Pearl. Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one has seen it since then. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The army statue. Aha! The first time that we came down here, it was on the night of that sacred urn was stolen. But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or the floor of the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At the time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. He's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well then, who was it? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. And the next day it was moved. But why? I love how all three of you asked that same fucking question as if I just, like, knew. I had the answer. Like, I don't know why. It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. But why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delight, was at KB Security. So then why did another Mask Star Damask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. Wait! Wait, hold on. Because that can't be possible. It's either there's a third person involved, or the time is incorrect. Because there's no way. Because I think, okay, so it's very clear that it was Ron who is Master Damask, but another Damask appeared and it wasn't Ron. But Ron said that he stole the urn and he never looked inside. But he couldn't have done that if he was at KB security. That means the time on the security camera is not correct. Right? My head hurt. Moving on. One undeniable fact. The murder trial is starting tomorrow. It looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. The day before my birthday. What do I do? I'll continue for like a little bit. I'll try and find where is like good to leave off at. And then we will continue and finish this case Sunday. Hey, Nick! What is it this time? Actually, I might actually attempt to stream Fortnite. I kinda wanna play Fortnite. You won't believe how many people are here for the trial. Well, it is a murder case. What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door. Next door? Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atme's trial today. Detective Atme? They said they're going to try him as Master the Mask. Already? That was fast. Boy, I'd love to see the Master the Mask trial. I know. By the way, where's Pearls? Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore. I know you don't like me. What? Who's talking to me? Is it Gumshoe? Pearls really gotten into her training lately, huh? Yeah, ever since that incident last year. Please, don't ignore me. Oh, Mr. Delight. Good morning. No one likes me. No one would notice me even if I killed someone. Come on, don't be silly. But wait a sec. You don't mean you're the murderer? No, I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor. If nobody liked you, I'd be dead. That's so real. Now, let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit the heists. Okay, I have a theory, guys. Because I do not remember this trial whatsoever. I don't remember, okay? So here's my theory. Because that silhouette looked like Luke, I don't care if it's a red herring. I'm just going to assume it's him who hit Ron over the head, right? The theory is that Ron is the thief and everything he just told us is the truth. And Luke saw through his disguise like immediately, but decided not to do anything about it because then he could get Ron to steal all of the stuff for him, right? He takes majority of the money and only gives Ron like a small portion of it. You know, to be fair, you know, he's evil. He's a villain, not a monster. You know what I mean? I don't know why he needs the money, but whatever. And somehow, along the way, Ron's ex-boss contacts Luke and says, oh, I'm gonna reveal to everybody who you really are, blah, blah, blah. And if you do not give me 50k, I'm gonna take that red jewel that you have on your fucking ring finger instead. And Roy said, you're not having my damn ring, and you're sure as hell not taking 50k from me, bitch. And absolutely clobbered him. But then he was like, well, I killed him, but like, I can't take the blame for it. So why not give the blame to the guy that I've been making do all of these heists anyway. And that's my theory. Luke has secretly been the mastermind behind everything and was trying to use Ron as a scapegoat for it, but when we caught him out on a lot of the shit, he was like, oh, well, it'll be better if I get put as a robber because then I'll get less time than if I would be put down as a murderer and get probably, like, I don't fucking know, the death penalty. Boom. Smartest guy in the room. Do you think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick? It's possible, but today's trial is a race against the clock. Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always. I'm afraid that's not an option. Phoenix, share your plan with me, man. How am I meant to work with you and I don't fucking know what we're doing, man? Bro's acting like he's playing the game. You're not playing the game, I am. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Vanderlight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You're ready? Preparation is the last refuge of the weak. What are you yapping about? Okay, settle down, everyone, and let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot. Or Gobo, even. Oopsies. I forgot that, I forgot I was meant to pronounce your name wrong on purpose. Stupid! Ugh, he's got the judge in the palm of his hands yet again. He's yapping the truth, I think. What? Absolutely not. Ron DeLite is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all. What? What are you saying? I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Gobber. Ah, then you need to get out more, Your Honor. What does the what? You're sending me insane. Life is war, but that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. Okay, sir. Okay. I don't understand what this means. I don't know what he's saying. Oh, my door's being knocked. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to be, like, literally a singular minute. If I'm not, I owe you, like, 50 cents. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if I was actually a minute, but I'm back. Let me just stretch real quick. My back hurt. Sorry, I keep yawning. I have like really big yawns. I'm also going to turn on my fan because it's getting hot. I really want a cookie. I really want a cookie right now. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? I honestly forgot what you said. Yeah, it's 100%. Well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case. Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change. The victim is Ken Bullard, the CEO of KB Security. My fan just fucking fell. Oh my fucking goodness. Oh my god. I guess you guys are just gonna hear the fan a little bit louder, I suppose. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 AM on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 AM of the previous day. And that's when our lost little kitten dropped the ball. Okay. That little lost kitten is of course the defendant. Very well then, Mr. Gobo. Please call your first witness. You don't have one? I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. I think having more than 3 cups of coffee in any short period of time is bad. 17 cups? I don't know how you're alive. I come back to Godo and Ronnie action perfect. But after the first one. But the first one is always the best. And Mr. Gobo, your witness. Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Rondelite, has to say for himself. The defendant? Why, Mr. Wright, did the defense have any objections? Why the fuck would I have an objection? I just want to beat people up. I mean, I just want to reach justice. So you can call whoever you want to call. It's... But it's just built different, you wouldn't get it. Okay, what? You're so right, Ronnie is a little kitten. That's the only thing he's been correct about so far. It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but he can have more than one witness, can't he? Is there like a rule against how many witnesses you can have? Like, what? I remember when Mia was defending me, she allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify. You got guts, trite. What? I'm just trying to do stuff. Alright then, Mr. Rondelite, please take the stand. Hello. You did it, didn't you? Yes. What? No, that's not true. For a moment there, I thought we set the record for the shortest trial ever. Well, Mr. Delight already looks pretty guilty with the face he's making. You know what? Oh my goodness, my door's being knocked again. Hold on. Hello, I'm back. What is the chat saying? You know what? If anyone asked me if I did it, I would just agree with them. You can't be saying that during a murder trial, white baby. What? He was so mesmerized, he didn't even care what he said, he just agreed with him. Well, Mr. I already read that. And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. Ah, very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security? Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home. Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened. I'd agree with them because it'd be mad funny if I was the murderer. You think you're so fucking funny. You do know you can get arrested for ruining time, for being a time waster. That evening, around 1 AM, I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. Okay. 1 AM. The exact time the murder took place. Bullshitting in court is only a crime if they catch me. Well, they would catch you. You're in the courtroom. What? It'd be pretty easy, if anything. The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Okay. Ah, it's bitter today too. Just like my destiny. What are you saying to me right now? You'd never know that from the way he's chugging it down. Make it right your quick examination if you please. Nah, I'm like that. You cannot run that fast. Don't even try me. Okay, that evening around 1 AM, I went to see him out of my office. Ordered me to go there. Talk about it. It ordered you to go there? It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere. Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then? Oh, of course. They'd say things like, steal this, or take that. Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Delight? Please don't say anymore. Now, what should I do? I'm always about to press harder. Pause. Kiki doesn't know, chat. Velvet, I've known you for over 6 years. What are you talking about? You're my mod. I've been round your house. What are you saying? I know where you live. So what did the blackmail letter in question say? It said to bring $50,000. Money, eh? A perfect motive for committing murder. Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway. Oh, is that right? After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of. Oh, Ron, you're such a brave little baby. An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony, please. Yes, sir. Ah. A muddy mud skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. Be right back. Okie dokie. I always forget you've actually been round to my place. To be fair, it was like once. But don't, like, mistake me. Listen. I may have been round your house once, but I remember it. It's like one of the few things I can remember. It didn't scare me. It wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything. I feel like you're lying to me. But I don't really have evidence, so I'll come back to that. I've been waiting until a year ago. You used to be a security chief for KB Security. You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right? Yes, that's right. A security chief? You! And yet, a year ago you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge? A perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? I don't think I would murder anyone because they fired me without notice. Like, what? Especially a year later? Nah. By that point, I've already moved on. This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject? Life after being fired. Why was he fired? Why were you fired? I do want to know that, actually. Mr. Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job. Well, the world is filled with those who have said, I wish I had never asked that. Okay, then I take it, but... Defendant, please answer the question. Well, I needed money. You needed money? Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? Listen, it's my hobby. I'm joking, it's not. My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company. Ooh, you did what? You did what? Come again? KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief, you stole some data and sold it. Mr. Bullard found out and I was fired immediately. What? I wish I'd never asked that. I was somehow able to keep it secret and made it seem like I had quit on my own. What is it, Nick? You don't look so good. Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You do well to remember that. He sure told you. What did I do? So you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct? Yes. I'm sorry. Oh, it was only for your wife, though. I can't judge you for that. You were just trying to make your wife happy. This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony. Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse. Crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. He fired me for selling company secrets, but Desi doesn't know. Ooh! Sorry if you could hear that, it's my cup. But Desi doesn't know that. Why would you do something like that? Well, for Desi's hobby. What else? Aw, wasting money, huh? It's not a waste! So Mr. Light doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she? So it would seem. I'm not sure what to think about couples who keep secrets like that from each other. I can't believe it. This case has gotten Maya to think seriously about couples. But to be fair, it doesn't really seem like Desi has any secrets from him. He's kept like 2 or 3 major ones from her. Please try to stay focused, Mr. Wright. There wasn't much to his testimony, was there? Hold on, you guys. I am thirsty. Oh my goodness, my cup is so loud. Shut up. Anyway. Sounds like he's avoiding something. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. We better be careful. But if we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth. Yeah. Do I press this again then? Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway? The Batman Master said if you don't want your identity revealed, correct? Why did I type hot? Oh, I thought you was trying to say hot wife. I didn't know you were just trying to type wife. Hold on, I need to mute myself for this. This is so loud. I'm back. She rots my brain? Okay. I'm sure it was referring to the whole Master the Mask thing. Tisk. I'm afraid that reason isn't going to hold up anymore. What do you mean? The victim had no proof the defendant was Master the Mask, but you were the one who stole company secrets only 1 year earlier. But that was all over with once I was fired. But it is true that the fact that I stole secrets was kept on the wraps. Even so, there was no reason for me to pay up now, a whole year later. Is that really true? What is it, Nick? The fact that Ron was stealing company data, I wonder, oops, my chair. I wonder if he would have had a problem if that ever became public knowledge. I mean, yeah, right? Mr. Delight, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a computer data thief was made public. Mr. Right! What are you trying to do by bullying your own client? Men are like colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow. You do realize you're added to that category, right? That's exactly right. Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo. Little lawyer amigo? Yes, now come on. Provide some evidence to back up your assertion. Assertion, yeah. Why would Mr. Delight want to keep his data stealing secret from going public? Now, why? Because of his wife? Ah! His wife. He feels like his wife would hate him. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. Huh? What doesn't? I think you must have been scared, very scared, of having a certain person find out your secret. Gulp. A certain person? Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. But listen to me. My Desi, she... Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Girl, go no. Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault. What do you mean? Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. Oh. No, everything is falling neatly into place for him. Don't talk about my Desi like that. Yeah, Ron. Oh, you'll be sorry. Yeah, tell him. Tell him, Ron. Defend your wife. Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far. What do you think, Nick? I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes. Clearly, there was a sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little bit too much. The motive is clear. Let's move on. Ugh. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now, tell us. We're all ears. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Look, does that not look like Luke at me? Does that not look like Luke? It looked like Luke doing the weird hand pose. It did, I swear it did. Suddenly I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. When I came to, Mr. Bullard was lying there, dead. Oh, that's Luke. Why did you respond like that? You know that one SpongeBob meme where, like, whenever something happens, people show, like, the image of that fish guy from SpongeBob lifting up the toilet, and he's like, oh, that's insert thing here. That's what I immediately imagined when you said, oh, that's Luke. I see, suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided a similar testimony. He said that Mustard and Mouse documented the head from behind. Of course, says Atme turned out to be the culprit himself. That was all a lie. Huh. No one's going to believe a pathetic lie like that. What are you saying? I really was attacked. Well, he said if I wasn't wearing that. Which means, did you fucking appear in your cosplay? Did you appear in your Mask Star the Mask fit? Because you just said if you weren't wearing that, you would have just gotten killed. We'll find out if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination. Got that, Mr. Trite? Don't go easy just because he's your client. I never go easy on anyone. We go hard or we go home. That's how it works here. We go to pound tap. Nope, take that one back. Taking that back immediately. Pause. I love how nobody has pointed out that Luke gave the same testimony, like bar for bar. Is it? All I know is that he said like the getting hit on the head thing, like he was just chilling, and then he got hit on the head. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. Please don't throw boiling hot shit at me. You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godo. I have faith in Ron, and I know he didn't do it. Pause, bro, please. Have mercy on me. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly I was hit on the head after I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that... big yawn. That? Could you please clarify what you're referring to? Why, my Mask Star the Mask costume, of course. Wait just a moment. Mask Star the Mask? Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as Mask Star the Mask. And then I descended upon the office of the CEO of KB Security. What? Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this. I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either. Even I didn't know that. It seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Oh, wait, that's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip your mind. My 6th cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly. Warm it up then, like I don't know what you want me to do about it. At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony. Please correct it. Okay. Why were you dressed up as Mask Star the Mask? Why, because I'm Mask Star the Mask, of course. Well, what are you talking about? Mask Star the Mask trial is being held next door. Ah, yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the Mask Star the Mask issue. So I thought I should go as him just to be safe. Oh boy. Let me tell you, it was a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I'd expected. Took a lot longer? What is he talking about? Press harder, we always press harder. Pearl sliding him the 7th cup of coffee from across the table. Well, it couldn't have been Pearl because she went back to the village to do training. It was me doing it. Or Mert. Let's just pretend it was Mert. Mert somehow also came with me to the Ace Attorney universe. They're sliding Godo their 8th cup of coffee. Oh, what do you mean by it took you a bit longer? Oh! Opening the safe, of course. My cape got caught on the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullet's body. Wait, back up a second. Yes? You were the one that hid the body in the safe? Well, yeah. Inconceivable! Why? Why? What reason did you have? What were you thinking? Your Honor, I just simply panicked. Question, when does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine? You know, sometimes you toss your dirty shorts when you get them dirty, or you'll see it lying on the ground because someone else left it there. And because you don't really want to kick up a fuss, you just kind of pick it up and you throw it in there. So your analogy that you were trying to cook doesn't work. Because the same way I can toss my dirty shit in the washing machine, someone else can toss my dirty shit in the washing machine. Don't try me. What? The answer is simple. When they take them off. I thought you were gonna say like when they get them dirty. That would have made more sense, but whatever. As usual, I have no idea what you're saying. Do you mean that Mr. Delight hid the body because he's the murderer? Huh. So you're not as stupid as you look. His metaphor this time was really obscure. Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business, do you? Well, yes. Why am I the only one not in the loop here? Doing his baby voice hurts sometimes. Witness, make sure you add this to your testimony. Yes, sir. Uh-oh, looks like a storm front is moving in over the fair weather judge. Oh my goodness, my head is itchy. I panicked and hid the body in the safe. It took about 10 minutes. Okay. Why did you hide the body in the safe anyway? Well, because it wouldn't fit in a drawer. You think you're funny. That's not exactly what I meant. When I saw that corpse, I kind of lost it. I thought, if they find this corpse, they'll think I did it. I think he had a simpler reason than that. It's because you killed him. That's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body. That certainly makes more sense. Ugh. Hold on. 10 minutes? What is it, Nick? I just had a thought. Under those circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body? And spend 10 whole minutes to do it? Under those circumstances? What circumstances? Oh! Hey, Nick, if you think his behavior was so strange, why don't you present some evidence that would show just what those circumstances... Oh, the button! Oh, okay. Thanks for the hint, game. We heard this from Mr. Delight yesterday, didn't we? There's not much in this testimony either. I bet you he's still hiding something. I wouldn't be surprised, we'll just have to draw it out of him. I just hope he doesn't make things any more complicated. Okay. When I he was lying there dead. I panicked and hid the body in the safe. It took about 10 minutes. Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record? And what might this be? The record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO office to security. If the button in this office is pressed, the security team is supposed to come running. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 AM. Well, what? If Mr. Ron Delight truly was the murderer, he would have run as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, security guard would have been heading this way. Let's remember who we're dealing with here. He probably had no idea there were security personnel in the building. He used to work there, Godo. Up until a year ago, my client was working as a chief of security. There was no way he wouldn't have known about them. But, as it turns out, the guard never came. That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend and wasn't anywhere in the vicinity was not something that Mr. Delight could have known. Again, remember who we're dealing with here. It's sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off. This buzzer is extremely loud. There is no way he could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious, that is. Conscious? What do you mean by that? Yeah, drink your coffee, loser. Fine, let's hear your theory. Thank you. Remember the defendant's testimony? The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes. Unconscious? That he fainted? That's why Mr. Delight didn't know that the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body. So what are you trying to say? Mr. Delight was knocked out and the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean that there was another person in that room. That's right, whoever it was knocked out Miss Delight and then pressed the buzzer. You know what? That makes so much sense. They pressed the buzzer hoping that security would come up and find him. Like, order in the court. Mr. Right, this is... Oh man, what do you want? This is preposterous. It was this kid. Delight is the one who killed Kane Bullard. Also, I saw on Twitter, someone posted a screenshot about it. I never got to ask Ron about his opinion on Godo. But if you present his profile to Ron will say he really likes masked people. He has like a love for them. Which I find very funny considering how he ends up acting around Godo. It's so awesome. Then who pressed the buzzer? It was the victim, of course. He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push the button. Let me check that. I don't know what that word fucking means, so I have no idea. The big Kane Bullard started the buzzer himself. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright? I need to prove that the real criminal was there at the scene, but how? Can I prove that it wasn't Kane Bullard who sounded the buzzer? Yes, I can. Wait, no, that should have killed him immediately. That's what I'm thinking. But let's do the theory. Let's do the theory that he didn't die right away, right? If we do the theory that he didn't die right away, my thought process is that guy is not wearing gloves. So even if he didn't die right away, we know he didn't press the buzzer because his fingerprints would have been on it. Defense has this, Your Honor. This piece of evidence proves that it wasn't the victim, and if I'm wrong, I'm actually just gonna kill someone. People live. They get to live another day. I believe this is the piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for. The security emergency buzzer? Is there some kind of clue on it? Absolutely not. Hey, come on now. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth. The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself the clue. Now I'm the one who clued there. Whatever the fuck? This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had really pressed it himself, naturally he would have left his fingerprints behind. Pia! Pew, 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 pew. But Delight obviously wiped them off. Why would he? A guard could have come in at any moment. He touched that button. I know he did, okay? You're not proving it though. Where's your evidence? The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Master the Mask. And Master the Mask always wears gloves. What reason could he have possibly had to wipe the button free of fingerprints? Stop fighting! Stupid fucking Smiling Friends clip. Order, order, order. It would seem. Yeah, you drink that. While you're drinking, I'm also gonna drink. What the fuck does I've been forced to eat crow mean? It would seem you're fucking washed to go down. Guys, what needs to happen is that we need to write our own, like, Ace Attorney trial, because I think it would be really funny. I wonder what blend number crow flavored coffee is. However, if the real killer was there at the scene, why would that person press the emergency button? Didn't they run away without putting themselves in extra danger? I'm just a baby, don't call me stupid. What was this awkward silence all of a sudden? Ha, it looks like you're fresh. Out of parlor tricks. I'll kick you in the balls. Don't even try me. They're on to you, Nick. Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. The real culprit killed Mr. Bullard at 1 a.m. And Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? The killer clobbered Mr. Delight and then sounded the buzzer, even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed. Security was supposed to respond. We should not be allowed to write an AA trial. It'd either be the best thing since sliced bread or completely arse. Oh, 100%. Like, I feel like it would be more on the arse category because I do not know how to put together murder mystery at all. Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say. Oh my goodness, my head, like, is hurting me. Like, come on, game. Give me somewhere to stop. Very well, then. Oh, you've got some guts. I like that in an opponent. It's fine, we have Nebby on our side. We'll be okay. I don't even think Neb knows how to write murder mystery. We're giving Neb so much credit, and they're just gonna come in like, oh yeah, I 100% know how to do that. 100%. Why did the real killer sound the emergency button? To call the security guard? Like, what kind of question is this? The killer knew that if they pressed that button, a guard would come running. Nebby knows how to write anything, 100%. So true, you're so right. And that's exactly what they wanted. Do you mean to say that the killer called their guard on purpose? Yeah. Although, as it turned out, he never showed up. Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time. His clock, I could have, listen, that was one word away from me misunderstanding it. Oh my goodness. What a touching story. One word, I meant one letter. They wanted to call the guard to bait them into thinking Ron did it. That simple judge. Come on. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what kind of question is this? Wow. You can't blame me. You can't blame me. Like, that's literally what it looks like it said for like a split second. If you're reading it way too quickly, it does. I thought that said get this complete. That's what I thought as well. You're saying the murderer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in? Hey, remember when I was streaming Witch's House and I was rambling and said the other word instead of clock? Very fun times! Also, 20 seconds into an ad break, so we're gonna pause it right here and go into the Be Right Back screen. Mwah! See you in like 3 minutes. Drink water, eat food. Now. Hello! Let's turn this on. It also turns out that I may have forgotten to highlight a good portion of the last game. So there's so I guess a lot of that playthrough is just gone. In my defense, I had a whole entire debt I was kind of focused on. I had a whole entire debt. It's not my fault. You can't blame me. I had a really good excuse. I have a good excuse. Okay, true, exactly. I'll make sure. Listen. While Justice for All, pretty much the majority of Justice for All, even though that might be gone, we can still have a playlist of this one. So at least we get one Ace Attorney game. Mods can't highlight it for you, like are you able to enable that? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I have to do that. I can like Google that right now, hold on. Can mods highlight Twitch? No. It doesn't seem like it. Hey game, can you stop being a bitch? You know what, I'm gonna pause it because you keep glitching out. As part of the blah 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 blah. So if they're an editor, wait, can editors highlight? It doesn't seem like they can. If you're an editor, you can download like stuff. My what's it? Download my past streams, but they can't highlight it. Listen. It's okay because I don't actually know why it's okay. It's okay because at least we will get a full playthrough of this one. So even though a good portion of the last game is gone, we will have this one. And that's all that matters. Listen, at least we have the memories. We have the memories, and that's all we need. Is the good memories of me having to play that stupid clown one, circus one. And that's, yeah, that's, I guess, what we're going to be dealing with. That's just what we're going to deal with. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a shame because mods cannot highlight for me. I'm the only one who can. But oh well. That's because you're a mod, not an editor. Jay can though, because they're an editor. You know what? I respect your chill reaction to this. If it were me, I'd be inconsolable. Well, that's because, like, I'm just used to stuff going. Like, when it comes to streaming, There are so many things I wish I could have highlighted already, and they're just not there. I'm just glad I have a decent amount of playthroughs highlighted, because I didn't know about the highlight feature until I think a few months after I played the first Ace Attorney game. Then I found out about it, and I was really sad because I was like, oh, I could have highlighted that entire gameplay and I didn't know. And then I did start with the second game, and I guess I just kind of forgot to do the rest. Because to be fair, it was like a good portion of time from when I last played to then when I picked it back up, so it's whatever. I'm just kind of used to it. But it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's just deal with it, really. Hold on, real quick, you guys. Hold on. Listen, at the end of the day, I just want to know that we have at least one Ace Attorney playthrough highlighted. That's all I want. And why not any other playthrough than like the best one, which is the third game. I'll make sure the rest of them are highlighted though. Also, I've already played through these. I've already played through the Phoenix Wright and Apollo Justice trilogy, so it's not like I've lost like first it's not like I've lost playthrough of like me doing it for the first time. I've already played this game, so it's okay. If this was the Miles Edgeworth games, then I would be upset about it. But it's fine. Anyway, all of this is going to be cut out of the highlights so we can pick up where we left off. Anyway, welcome back, guys. The ad's over. Let's continue. No, I'm not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim came Bullard, who was already dead. The defendant, Ron Delight, who was out cold. And the third person, that's literally Luke. That's literally Luke's silhouette. The killer. I hypothetically guess. Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron Delight. And if any security guards came in running at that time, then they would think I was the murderer. Yes, that's precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Ron Delight for the murder. I love how he calmly drank his drink just to do that. Order, order, order. Okay, I have some of the clown case footage. I know Neb did a compilation of me every single time that stupid puppet came on screen. It would seem. I've been made to eat my words once again. I genuinely thought that you wrote literally steaming like a good cup of coffee, and I was gonna be like, you are such a simp, but you did not say that. But yes, he is steaming like a cup of coffee. I like Godo. I just have to hate him because we're on opposite teams. Actually, you've been made to do a spit take with a cup of coffee. I mean, I am a Godo simp. You know what? I'm glad you admit it. Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait a second. I'm the one and only Master Mask, so... Nick, you mean the real killer is... We're going to drag that person in here right now. But who is it? I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity, and they also knew that he had been called to KB security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard. I've got the VOD from before the AA break and that big 9-hour stream. I did highlight the first 4 streams I did of the last game, but that was when I was still, you know, the fire aesthetic, and I'm gonna delete them anyway. Might as well. There's literally no point in me keeping them. It's fine. I'm okay with it. Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Who was it that framed Mr. Von Delight for the murder of Kane Bullard? We already know. We already know. It's this stupid ass bitch. Detective Luke Atme. He's the only one who could have done it. Ace Detective? Luke Atme? You mean Mr. Master did it? Your Honor, the person being tried in the courtroom next to us is not Mask Star the Mask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullard. I'm good at my job sometimes. Thank you, Velvet. I'm sorry that your work will go to waste, but I will just need to be reminded to highlight things, or I just need to highlight it. I will start highlighting, after stream, I'm gonna start highlighting this game play. Yes. The last game has gone to the ether. I'm sorry, you guys. That last game is gone. Order. Let me see why you explain yourself. Theft and murder, which is the more serious crime? They're not even close. Murder is the more serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to a capital punishment. Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. Also, chat, I'll be lurking because my head hurts like shit, so have fun. Okay! Thank you for the luck, Velvet. From yesterday, if you would. Do you remember when I said, like, nearly an hour ago that I was gonna stop this trial at some point, and I'm still here? When Luke Atme confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom. Of course, a famous detective was unmasked as, well, as Master the Mask. Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along. To be found guilty? Master the Mask had the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Master Mask was Luke's Atme airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi. A guilty verdict as an alibi? You know, it's almost time. Well, for what? For Luke Atme's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial after all. If we're going to stop this trial and stall that one, we need to do it now. Of course. That's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder. Mr. Luke Atme's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. If we were to intrude and fail to provide adequate proof of his true crime, Mr. Delight would be left with no ground for appeal. Am I really sure about this? Huh. I bet it's only good when your life is the ante. Mr. Wright, I believe in you. Mr. Delight. So please, I'm begging you. Phoenix, stop using big words, please. That's what I'm saying. Thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life. Can I really risk your life like this? Phoenix! My big booby flash! What was that? Don't stray, Phoenix! For your client, can you flashbang? For your client, take the path of trust. That voice, it sounds like Mia. Oh my god, low-key spirit medium. Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess. So that's your answer, huh?
Very well, I decided as well. This court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Luke at me to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh my god, this is all so early.
Want me to be Dr. Emma?
I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly. That is enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. This court found the defendant Luke at me. Wait! Stop fighting! Stupid! That stupid smiling friends clip has ruined my life. Wait! Don't hand down your verdict yet, please. Well, Miss Lawyer. Welcome to my courtroom. Is this Officer A? Oh, I forgot you're Canadian. My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law, and I wish to file an accusation against this man Luke at me. That man is not Master the Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer. What? Finally, a to be continued. A to be continued where we will continue on Sunday. Yay! Okay, we are going to continue this on Sunday.